Junkie out.
My homie, man.
Frankie Lucky Dog.
Lucky Dog.
Frankie Louisiana.
Lucky Dog.
Frankie the Lucky Dog.
Frankie the Lucky Dog.
Frank with me ass turned right now.
Shout out to my dog Frank on the East Coast. I see you, my nigga.
Stay tuned.
What's up? What's up? Your boy Frankie the Lucky Dog here on this Sunday, December 17th, 2023. And out of my busy blink and a blur fast schedule, I done got one of my partners on the stream right now. Who this is?
You know this is Dice.
Hey, shout out to you, Dice. We've been meaning to connect. Dice, a.k.a. the late King Joe from Baton Rouge's brother. Yeah.
So what's up?
So I just been grinding a lot, you know, in the midst of my whole regular 9-to-5 grind versus my Louisiana Rap Vault Challenge commercial series where I'm honoring all the music from Louisiana's underground that I grew up to from 1983 to 2013. 23,701 episodes. So I'm busy scheduling and making episodes.
Understandable.
Yeah, what's good on your end?
Let the damn above the dirt don't hurt, you know?
Yeah, shit, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, let's talk about how we connected because we've been meaning to get in touch and you appreciate my appreciation for Louisiana's underground. You heard me?
Well, it's like this. You know, what you did for my brother and what you did for Looney, you know, King Joe and Looney, it was highly appreciated. You know, and for you to reach out and give a glimpse of their struggles and what they went through before their ultimate demise, you know, respectfully. It was appreciated on my end. You know, you didn't have to do it. Obviously, they was working with you. Y'all had communications going on. You was trying to promote them the best way you could. And upon me understanding y'all had interactions, that's what made me reach out to you. You know, and I figured, hey, look, if you wanted to interview, let me give you one. So what's your questions?
Bro, I appreciate you. Yeah, so I'll go with my first question at the time, King Joe. So I remember King Joe, you know, just musically at the time, you know, when I was checking out a bunch of underground releases. And I made my first trip to Louisiana right before his passing. So, you know, I'll ask you, you know, give me like y'all history. What made y'all want to become, you know, like in the rap game and involved in that kind of environment?
Man, it's something, bro. You know, coming from the hood, you know, you see a lot of violence. You see a lot of shit that you ain't supposed to see at a young age at all. To keep it a buck, you know. Sometimes you express yourself in certain ways, you know, and a lot of youth, a lot of, you know, I want to say upcoming people in Baton Rouge, you know, they got a lot of people that came out of that. But a lot of people, you know, they use their voices as a way to get out, as a way to express themselves. You know, it started with a lot of people, you know, it started in Baton Rouge as early as I can remember with MC Nero.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect. I got a lot of respect. Yeah, man, it's like everybody tried to find their way. You know, I done met up with a lot of talented artists out there, you know, and I started eventually pursuing a career. And, you know, the brother was young, man. The brother was young. I can't speak on a lot of people, so I don't know their stories. But I know the brother. He was young. He used to steal my raps, that motherfucker. He used to steal my raps and take them to school and rapping to his classmates. You know, but me not giving a fuck. Go ahead, do your shit. You know what I'm saying? But off of that, he learned his own way. He found his own voice. So it's like he looked up to me enough until he found himself and pursued the same thing, which is music. You know, he watched me, my older brothers, our cousins, we all used to rap, you know, and he grew up in that environment. We also was in the streets doing different things. It's neither here nor there. We're gonna let that roll underneath the bridge. But he was around studio and music all his life, coming up as a kid. It was like he naturally gravitated to it. You know, and at first we gave him a hard time. We gave him a hard time when it came to rapping, you know, like we ain't gonna record you, messing with him. But one day he recorded a song and we was like, okay. And it started, you know. And I ain't gonna lie to you, the brother, he had it. He had it. Like, I was glad I was an influence. I don't know how the other family members feel, but the brother, man, once he got it, he really stuck with it, and I was proud of him, you know. Next question.
Bro, yeah, I definitely appreciate that little history right there. You know, at the time, whoever I knew that would pass away, I would make a tribute video for them off the respect of just, them giving me a part of their energy, their presence. So that's why I appreciated King Joe. And then when it went deeper than King Joe, that next trip, I met somebody by the name of FYNIC Looney on June 22nd, 2017.
Right. Looney, man, let me tell you something. Looney and the brother, you know, it's two of a kind, you know. If you got a paradise, they the numbers that's gonna hit. It's gonna be a 7 or 11, and they call me dice, you know. But if you had a paradise, they was the hit numbers. It wasn't the crap numbers, you know. They was gonna hit every time. And when you put them two together, in the studio, their music, it just generated volumes. And if they had a chance to actually get it out there a little bit harder or a little bit further, you know, I believe they would have been successful, and I believe they'd have been a trending topic today.
I feel you. I feel like this whole world of today, people pretty much taking off a little more, and I feel like some of it is randomly generated and handpicked, but at the same time, I got to experience, being in the car with Looney, and he would rap and all that shit off of, random, beats. Like, the tracks weren't made yet, and it was interesting, and how he would show me this big square 3D cube of weed, that's how big he was, doing it, from day one that day.
Let me tell you something. They talked about their life and everything they lived. They didn't lie, they didn't pretend, they didn't stunt. They gave their perspective of what they see in their music. And they honestly lived by that. I had the opportunity to work with them on songs, on tracks. I had the opportunity to also work with them by doing business in the streets. And it's like, they really was thoroughbreds, King Joe, Looney. They was, something else, them two together, they always fuss, they always fight, always argued, but they came right back and they made songs, made videos, they did their own thing, and after the brother passed, Looney reached out, and he was, every time I seen him, he always had, look, he rode heavy. He had some toolery with him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he really showed me how he missed my little brother, and that's what gravitated me to him. I was doing my little thing, he was doing his little thing, but he gravitated to the music, and he gravitated to honoring the music that he's making toward the brother. He also wanted to make it in the music game because of the brother, in honor of the brother. There was a few other cats they affiliated with, but at the end of the day, Looney, he really was passionate about it, just like the brother was. But it's like, I don't know, while Looney was living, it was something you could see, like, every day it was something missing. And it was the brother, and I never knew it. Like, I don't know what him and my little brother's relationship was, but Looney missed the fuck out that nigga. Sometimes I thought, damn, nigga, you miss him more than I do. You know what I'm saying? But that's how much he bonded with the brother. That's how much they ran it with each other. And the brother, when he was living, he told me the stories of him and Looney and what they did and how they thugged. And to see them both go like that, dog, it's crazy. A lot of niggas will get mad at what I'm saying, because I know the stories, but somebody got to speak on their behalf. And that's all I'm doing. Next question.
Bruh, yeah, I feel where you came from with that. So, as the times were going, I remember helping Looney out at one point. I like how he gave me like a little, congrats, like a drop on one of my, trips to Louisiana and shit. And then during those times, like, my mic started tripping. So, like, it had taken me a little while to get like a new mic and to try to get out there again. So I'd only just got one working, just within the past 8 days. And so I'm happy to really kind of get my feet wet again, to just get to talk to people, and just really appreciate, the appreciations we've had for these artists and people throughout the years.
Well, it's important people know what's going on behind the scenes. A lot of artists are struggling to make it, and there's a lot of people that could help these artists in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, get onto a bigger platform, but they choose not to because of envy, jealousy, greed, hatred, whatever. But you know what's crazy, and the whole world need to know it? All these little young niggas was once a part of a big-ass clique. The Fat, before he died, was trying to form a group. And the group was, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember it correctly, Forever Young Niggas in Charge.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. Young Niggas, YNIC. Young Niggas in Charge. That's what it was called. It was YNIC. Young Niggas in Charge. And then after Fat died, from the information I got from Looney and the brother, King Joe, they all separated and they called themselves FYNIC, Forever Young Niggas in Charge. So it went from Young Niggas in Charge to Forever Young Niggas in Charge. And that was the banner that Looney and the brother ran under, and a few other affiliates. And different cliques came about from that. You had your NBA Young Boy. Around this time, it's like 2015, 2016, you heard me? So it's like, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2013, all that shit. This shit was escalating. It was forming into something. And that's where you get your NBA Young Boy, 38 Baby, that's just the street. And then you got TBG, which was formed by everybody know now. Boosie, Fallen Soldier, his comrade Ivy. It was started by him, and you had a lot of players starting to come up, the youngsters growing up, and they watched the old heads do their thing, and they took over respectfully, and it's their platform now, and it's not for us old heads to step on their toes because we didn't make it. Nah, fuck that. I congratulate all these youngsters, and I love seeing it. I just hate the fact that, the two biggest artists I was paying attention to and was fans of is gone. You hear me? And I don't resent no other artists because of it. I just wish them the best of luck on their journey. They got a lot of artists still living, doing their thing, and they prosper. But as far as King Joe and Looney, I'm going to say this respectfully. R.I.P. to him. But I know if they was him, they'd be causing havoc in the game, man. And I know that to be true.
Yeah, I've seen that grow with a lot of people that, their longevity had made them finally shine and shit like that. And I appreciate my longevity in the game too, but I'm at a whole different mindset now because of some previous encounters. That's why I have the big long commercial series, where I don't even have to do a thing until I'm 99 years old for Louisiana because every day something's scheduled. That's how I'm feeling.
I paid attention to a lot of your episodes, and I watched a lot of the talent that you be interviewing different people, and I never met them, never had a chance to come across them. Maybe if they see this video, hey, look, whatever. But the thing is, keep hustling, keep grinding. If music is what you want to do, go ahead and do it. You're talking to one of the people that started off way back since like 2004, 2005, back when Boosie, he had a dream, and it was nothing like Martin Luther King. Yeah, I was in these streets since then, trying to get on, performing at clubs, rags, shenanigans before it got shut down. At House Blues, they had Club Elite. Pretty much any venue. We went across the river in Port Island.
Yeah, Vibes 2.0.
Man, look, I ain't performed at Vibes. I'm not going to lie. I didn't perform at Vibes. But this is around the time when Nussie and Boosie first started their beef behind that mixtape. Nussie had a club right there on 31st Street and a house on the same street. Like, this nigga really was that nigga.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this the era I came up in.
Yeah.
While they was doing their shit, I was out here trying to make it as an artist too. I had some tough competition, as y'all can see. It was Boosie, Nussie. There was a few other people that's not here today to speak on their name. But that was my generation. That's the time when I was coming up trying to be a rapper. Just to give y'all a little insight so y'all don't think I'm bullshitting. I'm gonna rap a little something to you. And that way y'all understand what I'm talking about. That boy Dice stepped in the game with a passion of home. Chin and chon with a tat on his arm. Country but not from a farm with a mind frame form that had more green than about 3 acres of lawn. If you heard him, he sworn he was the Messiah reborn. Every instrument a song, you probably heard him roaring. His knowledge be pouring, more than the hoe that be horn. Grill shine like a beat of bug, ass is glowing. Then I'm smoking on the Newport, cause niggas either work, pimp, or run things. And one thing that I was taught was hustling, struggling on a daily basis. Seems to me to change your faces. In the end, they probably hate you when they push the black Mercedes. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
When it came to rapping, like, I don't know, like the streets of Baton Rouge was listening to lyrics. In 2004, 2005, they was listening to the club type music, pill popping, I'm on that jiggle juice, I'm about to get loose, and I'm about to get retarded, and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? This one's for the jiggle-laters, this one's for the jiggle-laters, so jiggle-late, bitch. That's what Baton Rouge scene was back then. So when you got a person that's spitting lyrics, as opposed to people that's drugged up and having fun in the club, they don't want to hear nobody spit lyrics because they got to think. They don't feel like thinking when they drugging. When they drugging, they just want to hear some shit to elevate their drugging. So my time, maybe I was ahead of my time, maybe I was behind, I don't know. But I never hated. I always supported the music scene in Baton Rouge. Then came to Kevin Gates. It was a lot of artists that came from 2004, all the way through to 2023. And I love the scene now because I remember when people didn't even know Baton Rouge. Even though it's the state capital, nobody remembered Baton Rouge. They used to always, if you mention Louisiana, they'll say Shreveport or New Orleans. They never said Baton Rouge until we stepped foot in the door. And every person that broke that door down, congratulations to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really commend everything y'all did. I remember the whole scene, how it started. Any question?
Yeah, like, I could relate to your era because my whole connection started October 11, 2007, so I was there. Nussy giving me shout out on the mixtape. Like, those were my times, and I felt like, even though I didn't get to meet a lot of people, I felt that if I had, like, one moment of theirs that they did for me, that was the way I guess I had to appreciate it.
Well, the thing is, if you had any questions about anything that happened during that time, now's the time to ask, because I could probably give you some insight. Now that a lot of players is gone and a lot of players ain't here, it's crazy. I'm not the nigga that stood next to these niggas, right? But I stayed in the city, and word get fast. It spread fast on the street. You heard me? And even though I may have not met some of these niggas, I knew something of these niggas. And now that it's all said and done, it's okay to talk about these niggas. Respectfully, though. Not disrespectful.
For sure. Yeah. I've always felt like it was my lack of access to the world. Now that I have the access of transportation and things like that, I feel real honored because, the support always been there. I mean, the generation, I feel like, is now divided from the past era to the present era, but it's just like, I know what I done been raised by, and I know, like, how I develop my dreams. I do a lot of different multitasking.
That's cool. You say that to say what?
Oh, about just everything that I do is because, just like 1 minute you feel like you're reviewing something, the next minute you feel like you're rapping, you're producing, then you're filming, then you're editing, then you're doing your own playlist, you're hosting. You're like a lot of world.
You can look it up on YouTube. Back when I gave a fuck about the music, like 13, 14, 15 years ago, you can look it up on YouTube. I got videos. I did all that. Recorded, edited, made the beats, rapped us, made the music, went in the studio. I did it all myself. I had help also. My cousins, my brothers, Leonard, King Joe. Everybody was a band of brothers. And everybody was like, man, Dice, you got it. We're gonna push you. And I was like, man, no, we're gonna push everybody here because I'm not a selfish ass nigga. Plus these niggas I'm fucking with is some real ass niggas. My brothers, cousins, we all family. So we stuck together like glue. Rice and beans, chili and tacos with jalapenos. You know what I mean? We just came together and it worked. And we influenced a lot. I remember times, dog, we used to just pull up at the store and people be like, man, y'all still rapping? Because they heard some songs we made. You see what I'm saying? And the music, it touched them, I guess.
Yeah.
But we was nobodies. We was a bunch of nobodies. We didn't, like, technology back in 2004 wasn't as advanced as it is in 2023. Like, back in 2004, I want to say, man, we just had MySpace. There wasn't no YouTube. There wasn't no Facebook. There wasn't no Instagram. There wasn't no Snapchat. There wasn't none of this shit. I feel like everybody got a chance to better themselves now, and they don't even know it. Because if we had this technology back then, you know how many old folks would be on top of the world right now? The young generation don't even understand how much they have everything at the palm of their hands. You can literally pick up your phone and go viral and be a celebrity. when I was coming up, when I was getting in the game, nigga, we hoped we had a camcorder. And we hoped we had a VHS tape to record the footage. And then we hoped to meet a celebrity to give them the tape. And we hoped the celebrity would watch the motherfucker. That's how we had to get on. And then rappers wasn't getting paid millions back then. Rappers was getting paid $1,000 and thought they was rich. Tupac, Biggie. Man, these niggas ain't had millions. These niggas had a couple of $1,000s in their pockets. Nowadays, rappers getting paid millions just off of acting an ass off of social media. They come up real quick overnight. One day you're working at McDonald's, the next day you're sitting in front of Vlad TV. There's a lot of Vlad TVs out here. Hell, Frankie the Calhoun right here. He's trying to be a Vlad TV. Not dissing him, I'm telling him. You gotta start somewhere. And it all starts somewhere. So, when it came to King Joe and Looney, it started, but it wasn't, they just gravitated to it, man. Like, a lot of these niggas, man, like, they looked up to somebody. I guarantee you, if you ask any rapper out of Baton Rouge, what made you do music, who persuaded you, or what influenced you, they'll say somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I appreciated everybody's energy collectively over the years, because I felt like the good filtered energy that I got out of them made me what I am today as far as the energy I deliver. And I really have a lot of dedication. That's why I grasp like I did Louisiana. I do the same at my full-time 9 to 5. Like, I just grasp because you put the value in it. That's what makes you remember things, is the value by caring.
Man, sometimes it's sad because the memories, you know, people think when you lose somebody over time, you eventually hear it. No. I lost a lot of niggas, my G. A lot of good niggas. Buying some senseless shit. The memories, man. That's what hurt the most. You still here, they gone. You got their voice in your head. But you just can't see them in a physical form. Ever again. The memories. It's fucked up. Life as you know it changed, because you can't call these niggas, you can't talk to these niggas. But it's likewise, they can't do the same to you. So everybody can reminisce about their fallen soldiers, their homies, their partners, comrades. But at the end of the day, they still have the memories, and it, no matter how strong of a person you is, it's gonna get the best of you.
I gotcha. Most definitely. Yeah, I definitely appreciate, the way that, it's hard to duplicate, and it's impossible to duplicate the memories. But at the same time, I feel like what can make me create today's memories, like I was saying, is just the amount of value we put into it. But we always put into it now, in my opinion, like a solo effort. Because a lot of people, they don't get together like we would and all that, back in the days. It was a collective thing. And now what defines these memories when you're older is, in my opinion, the solo ones that I'm doing now. And that's why I take advantage of the world while I can.
Well, initially, We all put here to help each other. You know, outside of the music, let's talk outside the music. We all put here to help each other. And collectively as a whole, I'm talking everybody. I think it's like 8-point-something billion people, or 9-point-something billion people on this earth right now. Collectively as a whole, if we just help each other, we'll probably do more damage in a good way than in a bad way.
Yep, bruh. Yeah, I definitely
But at the
feel.
same time, we had our differences because one person feel this way and the next person feel that way, and nobody could come together to agree and say, hey, look, let's agree to disagree and make this happen because it's the best thing to do.
Bruh.
So, yeah, it's a race. It's always a race war. Another example. It's always politics. Another example. It's always religion. We can't come together on that one of them things. But you know what? The soul is not a color. The soul is just a soul.
Yep, you can't teach these dogs, new tricks when they old and all that. That's how it go. And I wanted to bring to your attention, it says we have like only a couple minutes left and the time's running out on this thing.
There'll be another interview. I
Yeah.
just promised you I was going to give you something that you could post.
Yep.
And hopefully get your page up, man.
Yeah.
I seen your videos over the years and people ain't paying attention, but if they can hear some real niggas on this bitch, then maybe they'll pay attention. Because they got real niggas out here. And we really be in the streets. You don't see us. But we see y'all. We see y'all. Real shit. It's FYNIC forever. Forever young niggas in charge. Them niggas ran it. And if they still got some niggas out there that run by the banner, salute. Secondly, is DST. Down to stay true. But it seemed like Dice stayed true. DST, man.
For sure. Yeah, appreciate it.